Hello and welcome to your pick a card reading. Today we have three piles with a selection of oracle cards, and the first pile is smoky quartz, the second pile is citrine, and the third pile is fluorite. So take a minute to focus on the cards and pick whichever one is you're most drawn to, and we will begin. You can pause the video here if you like, just to take your time and make sure you make the right choice. No worries if you don't, you can just pick another pile. So let's jump right in. So I'll just move these out of the way. And we'll begin with pile 1, smoky quartz. Okay. So what I'm getting from this pile is there's something that you need to protect. It could be yourself, it could be a project you've been working on, but I feel like it's your inner sanctum, your peace of mind needs protecting. You've been a bit thrown about recently, it's been a bit tumultuous, and I feel like you need to protect your peace and your stability, because that's what's being rocked at the moment. So let's have a look at the card. Let's see what you got. First of all, you've got 2 kittens. You must choose. There you go, 2 kittens. You must choose. So I can see that you're faced with some kind of choice, and this choice is really pulling at your heartstrings. You don't want to have to make this choice, but there's so much blue in this picture. The blue in her choker, the blue in the eyes of the cats and the girl, so much blue. I feel like you're going to have to speak up about this choice that you're making. Speak up in a way that you're not happy with having to make this choice. Speak up about not being happy to make this choice, but giving the reasoning for your choice as well. But maybe it's not somebody making you choose something, it's just life's making, the universe is making you choose between one thing or the other. Let's see what this is about. You've got 5th house, the 5th house. So this could be to do with a romantic partner. Maybe you've been dating and you need to make a choice about who you're going to pursue in the long term. Or maybe you're making a choice that, is it me, myself, or this person, or dating in general? What am I going to choose? Am I going to choose to invest in myself and my own life and my own kind of like creativity and my hobbies? Or am I going to invest in dating people? Let's see what the next card is. You've got 20, success, peppermint. Whatever it is, there's definitely a need for balance that needs to be struck here. the scales need to weigh out evenly, and that's why you need to make a choice so that the equilibrium can be restored. I'm getting stuff to do with like karma here. Only you have the key to your success, and you need to unlock that potential by regaining some kind of balance. I'm getting that like you need like a breath of fresh air into your life. Things have become a bit stale. Things have become a bit. You need to rock the status quo a bit and shake things up a bit. As I was saying in my introduction, I'm getting that something has shaken you. I said I think something has shaken you up, but maybe it's the fact that you need to shake things up. And let's see what the next cards say. You got the fox. You need to be cunning, and I feel like you're quite. I'm getting that you're quite like an innocent type of person, almost maybe naive. That's not a criticism, but there's a need to be more cunning and wily, and to cut things out that aren't serving you. Cut things out that aren't serving you. Let's see what your next card says. You've got Six of Diamonds, Joan Baez. Yeah, as I was saying before about the scales needing to be balanced, equilibrium needing to be restored, that involves you having to delegate, having to share your resources, and this could be about children as well with the fifth house. One child could be taking up more of your attention than the other one, and you're being forced to choose between your children in terms of how much energy and time you give them. I am cleansed. And your last card is a mushroom cloud. I definitely feel like this is you. This is about you having to choose yourself above other people, because you're sharing and you're sharing and you're sharing, and there's less and less of you being left, and you feel like you're getting close to just exploding and blowing up, and um, in order for you to be successful in your endeavours, then you need to take that time for yourself. You need to take that time for yourself. The advice here is to not take this decision too seriously, to keep it light and playful, but to have your wits about you, and to really take time to relax and de-stress before you explode and maintain some kind of balance. That would be the key to your success. So best of luck to you, pile one. And remember, keep your energy protected, keep yourself protected, have cleansing baths. I am cleansed here. Make sure you have cleansing baths where you imagine a silver light is washing away all the negativity and it's all going down the plug hole and it's blessing you with like a layer of protection around your aura, protecting you from outside influences that keep you out of balance and out of whack. That's what I'm getting, is that you need to choose yourself. You need to come back into balance, approach this in a playful manner, and stop giving so much is what I'm getting. Stop giving so much and give to yourself. And do what's best for you, like a fox. The fox will is pretty self-serving, the fox. They kind of do what's best for them and their cubs, and that's what I'm getting for you, is that what you have to do is what's best for you and your children, if you have any, or your family, or yourself, or what's best for you and your creativity, if that's what's important to you, whatever you consider as something that you have to nurture that thing, look after it and protect it, and look after yourself. Thank you, pile one. Okay, pile two of the citrine. What have we got for you? Citrine. Citrine is about joy, prosperity. It's a sunshine crystal. I'm getting that when I was flipping through the cards for you, shuffling the cards for you, I had a flyer come out. I didn't take it, but one of the cards landed, and I just got the message the eagle has landed. So maybe there's the arrival of somebody or something in your life that has quite a big influence over the wider circle, or over you, and it's life-changing, or it's changing things up for you in quite a big way. Let's see what cards you have. So your first card is Hedgehog Love, positive, uplifting new friends. So the eagle has landed. Maybe this is somebody that, as I was saying with the crystal here, citrine, bringing joy and prosperity, maybe you have recently been reunited with a friend or a group of friends, and they're really kind of proud. I feel like you're going through quite a transformative process at the moment, and they're crowding around you and protecting you while you go through this transformative process. Because when you're transforming, when you're going through a transformation, you have an incubation period, a gestation period. Sorry, I'm tripping up over my words. Where you need to take extra care of yourself, and it's like when a butterfly is the larvae, and they haven't quite broken out of their shell yet. That's what I'm getting for you, and maybe you just have, and you're still trying to learn how to use your wings and learn how to fly. The hedgehogs are very protective. They themselves, even though they're very small and people think they're cute, they have a spiky coat, and it protects them. And when they're scared, they just scrunch up into a ball and roll around. And I feel like they're so adaptable that this is something that you need to be taking on as well, as this adaptability. Let's see what the next card says. Sagittarius. I feel like these friends are bringing you new experiences. new experiences that you never thought you'd try before, and it's pushing you out of your comfort zone. But they're still protecting you, they're still keeping you safe. But to say, in order to grow and transform fully, you do need to push yourself out of your comfort zone and redefine your definition of safety. Maybe they're more adventurous than you, these friends. Maybe these friends are your spirit guides, and you're getting these downloads or messages or thoughts that you need to kind of like, they're telling you that you need to get out in the world and put your belief system into practice and have it tested. When you go out in the world, you often have your belief system tested by experiences and through the people you meet, and it pushes you out of your comfort zone, but you become surer of who you are. And this is a transformative process of when you'll really come into yourself. Emotion, cucumber. Yeah, I feel like this experience where you're being pushed out of your comfort zone, and maybe you're trying to make new friends and you've been feeling isolated and you want to make new friends. It's triggering you, as quite often pushing yourself out of your comfort zone does trigger you. But you just need to keep cool as a cucumber, because you are protected, you are safe, and you are stable. Even though you feel like your stability is being compromised at the moment by being pushed out of your comfort zone, you're going to feel greater stability than you ever have once you've kind of like reasserted yourself in this new environment, whatever it is, with these new people, with these new experiences, in this new environment, however it applies to you. Frog. Yeah, transformation. Okay, for some reason, with the frog, I just get transformation because they're so versatile, they're so adaptable, they can survive in water and out of water, but it has to be moist, it has to be wet. Getting that you've been feeling quite alone. You've been feeling quite alone and you've been trying to weather some storms, going through a lot of heavy emotion, And you've been doing it on your own, but not anymore. I feel like you've got a support network growing around you. Getting the phrase hop, skip and a jump. Hop, skip and a jump. They're saying keep things light, even when it feels heavy. Try and keep things light and don't approach these new experiences or new people or new environments with a sense of like heaviness. Try and shed this heavy emotion that you're feeling through all these changes that is triggering in you. Try and transmute that energy and keep it light. We can all put a mask on, can't we? We're all capable of putting a mask on when we go out into the world. It's exhausting, it can be exhausting. But what you find is that the mask slips, and what's underneath the mask isn't that heaviness that you've been hiding, but your true self. Once you really get out into the world and you start meeting new people, you go into new environments, you have new experiences, you travel, you do whatever it is that you're doing. You feel scared at first, you feel triggered, and you wear a mask and you're like, okay, well, I might as well pretend. But then the mask disappears and what's underneath is the real you and the happy you and the excited you. And as you ease into that experience, you find that your burdens and this heaviness just lifts off you. 7 of Cups. I feel like you spend a lot of time daydreaming about these things, the things that you want. A lot of time daydreaming about them, but I feel like you've decided now. You're like, yes, I know what I want. I know that I want to have these new experiences, new friends. Maybe the eagle landing, as I said at the beginning of this reading, the eagle landing is you landing. You being like, yes, I know what I want in life now. I've been daydreaming about it for so long. But I'm so tired of having these heavy emotions. I'm so tired of feeling like it's always raining in my mind and I'm always having to weather these storms. I'm so tired of that. I want new experiences. I want new friends. I want to be in new places. I want to experience new things. And I'm getting closer to knowing what I want now. I don't want to daydream about it anymore. I am tired. Yeah, that's exactly what I was just channeling. You're tired. You're tired of pretending. You're tired of pretending to be happy when you're really sad, and when you go out into the world, when you go out into the world, you're going to feel rejuvenated. So rejuvenated. Things aren't going to feel grey anymore because you're a very colourful person. You're a very bright, colourful person. And there's a lot of green here, green cucumber, green frog, green card with the hedgehog glove. You operate from your heart chakra. You're such an open, loving, kind-hearted person. And I feel like you've been daydreaming for so long about what will make you happy and you haven't been doing it because you've been tired of pretending to be happy and it's been weighing a burden on you. But once you push yourself out of your comfort zone, honestly, I just feel like the heaviness will lift. And like, you know, when there's a rainbow and it's been raining, I know it's a bit of a cliche, but I feel like your world will light up. And the last card we have is this imagery of the mother and the baby. It says religious or spiritual figures, which is interesting with Sagittarius here. As I said, I feel like what's been keeping your faith is your faith. You might be religious or you might have a spiritual inclination. Well, you probably do if you're watching this video. But what's keeping you going is that you have a faith, and maybe you're exploring different religions at the moment. Maybe you're exploring different faiths. But this is also about keeping faith that things will turn out for the best for you. You're enlightened. You're getting enlightened about what you need in order to transform, because you're stuck and you're tired, and it's always something is always keeping you down, and you're just like, no, I've had this light bulb idea now that I don't have to put up with this anymore, and I don't have to daydream. I can go out into the world and do it. So you do that, pile too. That's a really positive message to end on. Pile 3 with the fluorite. Let's get into your reading. Okay, fluorite. I did have a channel message for you. Stay grounded, pile 3. Stay grounded. You might be having to speak up about something with the fluorite. It rules your heart chakra, thoughts and communications. You might be having to see lots of different points of view. You might be having to see lots of different points of view and make it all add up and try and be the person that bridges the gaps between everybody. And maybe you're playing that role of a diplomat, and you're trying to kind of like come to an agreement between so many opposing points of view and marry them all up together. Let's see what the cards say. You have Beauty and the Beast. You need some space in a relationship. Yeah, maybe this having to consider all these different points of view. Maybe it could be within a family dynamic, and you feel like, God, this is just all closing in on me. All these different people, I'm getting all this person in the middle, and everybody shouting and yelling at them and saying, no, this is my point of view. No, this is what I think, and it's just all getting too much for you. Neptune, sacrifice. Yeah. You're sacrificing a lot for the sake of diplomacy and peace, I'm getting. You might be wanting to escape all this, wanting to escape whatever this relationship or relationships. I mean, this isn't necessarily a romantic relationship. This could be a relationship with family and friends or co-workers. I'm getting co-workers for some reason, because when I was playing with this, I was like, yeah, it's like you're at work and you have lots of different opposing points of view, and you're the one who has to, maybe you're a manager or you're a supervisor or you're something, or you just play the person, you're just playing the role of the person at the moment who has to kind of find peace between all these different complaints. Yeah, complaints that are coming through. And you want to escape that, and you feel like, why is it you? Why is it me who has to do all of that? Why is it me who has to play the peacekeeper? See what your next card is. Courage, time. That's why. That's why you have to play the role of the diplomat. Libra here. Libra. That's why. Because you're the one who has the courage to do that. You're a leader. I'm getting leader vibes from this pile. You're quite a stable person, and you are a good communicator. You are a good communicator, and I'm getting you're quite kind of like silver-tongued, quite quick-witted, maybe quite sharp with your words. But you're not using that at the moment. I don't feel like you're using that because you're being overburdened by whatever this dynamic is, and whatever dynamic it is, whatever relationship dynamic it is. You're getting completely, you feel powerless, but you're not powerless. You have these great skills. You feel like you're being sacrificed and you just need to escape. But what you really need to do is face up to it and use your skills with communication to get yourself out of this, and be honest and say, no, I don't want to play this role anymore. I don't want to do this. Earthworm. Yeah, stay grounded was the message I got for you, wasn't it? You just feel like you want to escape underground and you don't want to have to do anything. You're in the limelight at the moment and you don't like it. You want to be behind the scenes doing things, and you feel most comfortable in that kind of like earth element. But what I'm getting is that your natural kind of like element is air, because you're so good at communicating, as I said before. But you're kind of like, whereas air points up. The elemental symbol for air points up. You're pointing down, and you're just like looking down, and you're everything's bearing down on you, and like an earthworm pushes up through the surface of the earth. That's what you need to do. You need to push up through the surface of the earth and break free, and actually have the courage to stand up and say, no, I'm not being put down like this anymore. I'm not playing this role of like the peacekeeper anymore. Ace of Clubs. Yeah. You feel like, it's getting you down, and you're quite a kind of like sensitive person. I'm getting quite a sensitive person, sensitive to other people's like emotions and changes in energy. But what you really need to do is stand up for yourself. Have that fire underneath you that's lit up, and it says, no, I'm not going to stand for this anymore. Let's get another card. I am Earth. Again, earthworm, earth, I am Earth. And look, work. This card is being at work. I thought this might be at work. If it's not at work, take what resonates and leave the rest. But for a lot of you, I feel like this is a workplace situation. Yeah, you need space at work. You need space at work because you're feeling like you're managing all these different personalities and all these different energies because you're so sensitive to it. You immediately take on the role of caretaker and trying to kind of like mediate between everybody. But I feel like what you need to do is spend some time when you're not at work in nature to ground yourself and to ground yourself down deep in your roots so you have the energy to reach up, push your sword through the earth after being buried by all of this rubbish, for want of a better word, all this BS that is keeping you pushed down. Push your sword through the earth triumphantly after grounding yourself down. Spend this time cosseting yourself. That just means spend some time looking after yourself and really kind of like treating yourself really well and doing what makes you happy for a short time. Maybe you need to take some time off work to do that. Maybe you need a holiday just to rest and just to look after yourself and just to rejuvenate and spend time in nature. But when you go back to work, you will have that courage to stand up and say, no, this is not the role I am playing. Maybe this isn't even in your job description. Maybe you should say, I'm not kind of like being taken advantage of anymore, because I am getting that this feeling that you're being taken advantage of. You're going to have the courage to stand up and say, no, not anymore, and redefine your role at work. You will have the strength and courage to do that, because it does take strength and courage, but through staying grounded, through pushing past your comfort zone and pushing out of the earth and into the daylight, you might be able to see things a little clearer and stand up for yourself. So good luck, Pile 3. So thanks for watching, everybody. And please join me next time when I'm on.